Yo, what's up everyone? Today I'm going over the top 5 most attractive muscle groups if you want to pull a woman. Alright, so by the end of this video, you are going to know the top 5 most attractive muscle groups in order to pull a woman. I'll be saving you time. Alright, as we know, gym selling is not that important for your health. It actually decreases your health, but it upregulates your looks because of making you look like you have more testosterone, making you look wider, like you have bigger bones. So we want to limit the amount of working out we do, but we want to maximize the amount of like good working out we do, if you know what I mean. So like training the correct body parts. So that's what I'm going to be going over in this video, so you need to watch till the end. And then the most unattractive muscle groups are going to be at the end too, so you need to watch till the end to figure out the most unattractive muscle groups. Alright, let's get into the first one, biceps. We all know females love the biceps, but why do they love the biceps? Well, first off, it's not the biceps itself, it's that they love a bicep dominant arm. Alright, they do not like a tricep dominant arm because it gives the arm like a fatty gym bro look. It looks very weird. Only gym bros love a tricep dominant arm. Only gym bros show off their triceps. You show off your triceps, the girls don't care. You show off your biceps, they do care. So what I would suggest is a bicep dominant workout for your arms. Train your biceps at least twice as much than your triceps. It's aesthetically pleasing. It's way more useful in nature, and you're not really using your tricep. You're not really doing this motion in nature. Alright, you're using your biceps a lot more to pick up stuff, throw stuff. And then, as we can see, women love biceps a lot more. In this TikTok trend, this is just even more proof. Millions and millions of views. Girls thirsting over their boyfriend's biceps and even other boys' biceps. Not even their boyfriend's biceps. And yeah, we can just see this from this trend that girls do love biceps. They thirst over them. Alright, next up we have forearms. This is needless to say. Come on now, ask any girl if they like forearms or not. And if they don't, they're lying. They're just saying they're lying. Alright, we all know they love forearms. You can see it through clothes too. That's one thing. If a body part you can see all the time, even through clothes like a t-shirt, you should be training it. Alright? And that goes for forearms too. You use it in nature too while you're throwing. And as we know, if you're using a body part in nature, then you should be training it because a body part used in nature, like throwing, is made to be attractive. If you're using a body part to hunt, it's made to be attractive because a natural body part that you use to hunt or to do something natural will be inherently attractive to a woman. Because the stronger that body part is to hunt, the better you're going to be at hunting, which means you're going to be a better hunter, which means the women are going to like you more. Come on now. We all know this. You're going to be a better hunter, the women are going to like you more. You need a strong body part to be a better hunter. And as you can see in a forearm, for women, they love forearms so much. It's just shown in this forearm. They're thirsting over them. Yeah, I mean, I've seen people with just like ugly, but their forearms were nice and they were thirsting over them. It's just sick, but whatever. And then, yeah, the most attractive part of the forearm is this part right here. I don't know how to pronounce it, and I don't want to sound like an idiot pronouncing it. Actually, know it? I'll pronounce it for you guys. Hold up now. Bra- Brachioradius. That's an actual, I'm not gesturing or anything. That was my actual thing. I think it is pronounced as that, like that, brachiolatus. And yeah, but the most important way to train it is through reverse curl grip. This is the best workout. I mean, I've asked so many of my friends who actually do have big forearms, and they do this. Alright, next is traps and neck. Both can be seen very easily, and both are very high sign of testosterone if they're trained correctly and very thick. And you want to be training them very carefully, but yet they're very high sense of testosterone. They proportion with your jaw. So if you have like a thicker neck, they can look very nice in proportion with your face. But you want to be making sure that you are training them very carefully. As you can see, this guy right here. I'm sure you've seen this guy, but he has a very long and thick neck, which makes him look like he has a chud neck. It does not look attractive whatsoever. A chud neck, a long, thick neck does not look attractive whatsoever, and it also takes emphasis off of his face. So his face is looking a lot more narrow because of this. And you want to stay away from this if you have a long neck. If you have a long neck, I would actually suggest that you do not train your neck as much and you would train your traps more. And then for Ronnie Coleman, he has a shorter neck, but he's training his traps a lot more, which means he looks like he's sitting in a body. Not good whatsoever. It looks very, very unattractive. To be fair, Ronnie Coleman's physique is very unattractive and very obese-like, but you can still see what I mean. So, what would I say for training neck and traps? If you have a long neck, train your traps more. If you have a short neck, train your neck more. That's the rules. That's what I would say. And for training your neck, I would actually suggest like a dumbbell curl on the bench, or you can get one of those strap things on Amazon. I'm sure you've seen them before. Um, and then yeah, for training your traps, that's pretty easy. Everyone knows how to do that. All right, next legs are cope. All right, we all know this. We all hate training our legs. And before you click off this video, you think I'm gesturing. I'm not. Legs are actually cope, and here's why. Men are more upper body creatures. All right, we're not lower body creatures. We do not want big burly legs. We want to run and we want to use our legs athletically, not big burly. We're not lifting things in nature. All right, we're running and we're sprinting and we're throwing stuff and using different parts of our legs that aren't quads, that don't make us look weird. All right, we're not lower body creatures. We're not pushing our baby out of us like women. Women are lower body creatures. We're upper body creatures. We throw. All right, we use our arms mainly, and we use our bones in our arms, but our muscles in our arms too. And another thing for training the legs too much is that it's going to take less emphasis off of your frame. So your legs are going to look really wide, and your frame is not going to look that wide now. So you're going to want to train your legs a lot less because you want to make your frame look a lot wider. I mean, you can see this here. Here is a portrait of a guy with, relatively normal legs, wide frame. Now he has bigger legs and his frame doesn't look as wide. It doesn't look as attractive. And then the only leg part I would tell that you should train is your glutes. Alright? Because it is not making your legs look as wide, it's making them look a lot more horizontal. And it's ranked the #1 most attractive leg part in woman polls, actually. So out of all leg parts, glutes are #1. And it is because, in my opinion, because we use them in nature, a body part used in nature will be attractive inherently to women. And that is just a fact. Alright? A body part used in nature will be inherently attractive to women. I already went over this. But yes, we use our glutes while we throw, while we hunt. And yeah, the glutes are very attractive to women, and they do not take any spotlight away from your frame. Alright? So that is the one body part from your leg that I would suggest you train. So yeah, that's the end of the video. I hope you liked it, the top 5 most important body parts to train. And I have one-on-one coaching down below if you would like to join. I'm going to upregulate your looks and your health. Alright, see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.